You may recognize these pendant lights from my family room remodel video series. That's it playing down in the corner over there. Well, they've been sitting in a box for about a year now, mainly because they're ugly. They cast a really irritating red glow. It's not very relaxing, and I'm a sucker for good lighting. And we're tired of staring at the holes in the ceiling and not having enough light in the kitchen. But rather than fork over a pile of money, for just a few dollars, I'm going to give these lights a second life and turn them from this into this. Stay tuned, I'll show you how it's done. The first step to tackle is disassembly. If you decide to try this with your lights, disassembly may be slightly different, but for the most part everything is just screwed together. Just be careful with the glass and any plastic parts. Take pictures if you need to for reassembly later. For these pieces, I'm leaving the threaded plastic insert in place, but I need to protect it with some tape, and you'll see why next. So, we need to do something about that ugly red glow. These glass shades have some sort of a red glazing on them, but a few minutes in the blast cabinet will take care of that. The blast media will also etch the glass, giving it that nice frosted look and a rough tactile feel, creating a soft, warm light. If you don't have a blast cabinet, that's okay. Just about every automotive shop, machine shop, and body shop will have one. Just ask around and you'll probably find someone who can blast the glass for you for a small charge. It's only a few minutes worth of work. But either way, it's still less expensive than buying new lights. For these lights, I really want to maximize the frosting on the glass to create the softest light cast possible. So I'm thoroughly blasting both sides of the glass. And just like that, the red is gone, and the shades have that nice frosted appearance. Oh yeah! And the next victim for the blast cabinet is all the hardware. No one in my home is a fan of brushed nickel finish. Shiny metal is almost as irritating as that red light, so it's gotta go. Plus these have house paint all over them. I cover how to avoid getting paint all over everything in that family room remodel series. You know what? I'll put a link on the screen right now. Go check out those videos if you haven't yet. There's a lot of good home remodeling tips and tricks in there. When you're painting metal surfaces, it's important to remove any dirt or greasy fingerprints before you start to spray. Paint doesn't stick to dirt, oil, or grease very well. Paint thinner works great for removing all the schmutz. First, hit it with a few light coats of primer. And somewhere right around here, I had a little mishap with the primer. I ran out of black, so I had to finish it up with gray. You know what? It doesn't matter. For the finish, I'm using this metallic spray paint from Rust-Oleum in oil rubbed bronze. It's surprisingly pretty good paint, and the finish came out better than I expected from a rattle can. And now, I'm going to share with you my #1 spray painting tip to get that award-winning finish. And don't feel bad, I see a lot of people make this mistake. Ready for it? Don't try to cover in 1 or 2 heavier coats. Plan on several very light coats. Laying it on thick, trying to get complete coverage on the first coat, just leads to a bad finish, and possibly even drips. So don't do it. For that first and even that second coat, don't try to completely cover whatever you're painting. It's fine if there are light spots or even bare spots. You'll get it in the next coat. Yep. After giving the paint a good 24 hours to dry, these lamps can be reassembled. And now I'll share with you a second secret tip. This time it's for reassembly. And this tip works with anything you're trying to reassemble. If you follow this one tip, you'll always put everything back together exactly the way it should be, without any extra parts, having to wonder where they were supposed to go. And don't lie, we've all done that. We've all ignored those couple extra screws after it's put back together. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Okay, ready for the secret tip? Reassembly is exactly the same steps as the disassembly process, only in reverse. That's right. Are you ready to get these beauties installed and see how they look? Me too. Installation is pretty straightforward, so I won't cover a step-by-step how-to on that. Just use my secret reassembly tip. It works for installation too. I'm also going to skip the electrical portion of the install. I have an entire playlist devoted to electrical wiring, installing switches, and a lot of other shocking information. If you're a noob at messing with wires, click the link to the playlist above. Still not comfortable? That's okay. Maybe just ask a friend or relative more experienced with electrical wiring to help you out. Just be careful. Drum roll, please. Ta-da! So much better than that ugly red light and shiny brushed nickel. And this entire project only cost about $20. But wait, something isn't quite right. These lights need a dimmer switch to help set the mood. Ooh, much better. And done. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, like, comment, and share. I'll see you on the next one.